Hi everyone, good to be with you again. Here's a challenge. How many times do we make a promise that we don't keep? How many times do we commit ourselves to doing something and we don't do it? Or we commit ourselves to being somewhere on time and we're late? Not just once or twice, but regularly late. In fact, we know people that have a bad reputation because you can't rely on them to keep time. You can't rely on them to do what they've said that they will do. And this is not what God is looking for. Ecclesiastes 5 verse 2, he says, don't make rash promises. Proverbs 20:25, he says, it's a trap to commit yourself to something and then later on to try to reconsider it. It's a trap. We need to be people who have integrity as Christians, that there is an atmosphere in our life that our yes is yes and our no is no. Obviously, there are times where there are unusual circumstances and we need some grace and we need some forgiveness. There's no problem with that. I'm sure we agree. But what about the lifestyle of saying things, committing to things and never doing it? Overextending ourselves and never meeting up to that expectation. It becomes a habit, and that's what is so dangerous. That's where we give the enemy a foothold. A person who promises a gift but doesn't give it is like clouds and wind that bring no rain. That's what we see in Proverbs 25. It's a wonderful picture. We see the clouds, we feel the wind, we know the rain's coming, and yet nothing happens. And there are people whose lifestyle is like that. So we need to be more serious in this area. And this is a challenge to all of us. Things need to be clear. Proverbs 11:3 says, the integrity of the upright guides them, but the crookedness of the treacherous will destroy them. So I see that people who don't give thought to their promises are not serious about their commitments. They are on a road to destruction. It destroys relationships. It destroys their life and what they're doing and what they're planning. But people who have integrity, who say what they mean what they say, who promise to do something and keep to the promise, who make the commitment and keep to the commitment, the scripture says that will be their guide. And that is righteous and godly. And that's what God is looking for. So that's a challenge to all of us today. God bless.